Welcome to the Media Pro Show, the show that gives you quick, simple tips to grow your business by serving as an expert in the media. Learn how to get all the TV, radio, podcast, newspaper, magazine, and online interviews and media appearances that you want, and learn how to be great in those interviews. I'm Dr. David Geyer, orthopedic surgeon, sports medicine specialist, and media medical expert. As you start doing media interviews and trying to grow your business by appearing in the media, you're going to need to pitch journalists and reporters and show hosts and producers. We've talked about that in prior episodes. But as you start doing them, it's going to work the other way as well. They'll start reaching out to you. It might be a breaking news story and they need just somebody to give a quote or a reaction to that story. Or it may be something that involves complicated information and they need an expert to break that information down into language that the everyday person, the public, can understand. So they may find your email, they may call your office asking you to do an interview. And in that email or on that voicemail, they'll usually say, I've got a deadline in 2 days, Thursday. I would appreciate it if we could talk before then. So when do you do the interview? Do you do it as soon as you get the message? Do you wait till right before the deadline? Well, there's not exactly a right answer in every circumstance. Here's my general rule of thumb. Do it as soon as you can, but not so fast that you aren't prepared. Be ready, do the research, look up the facts and statistics on that topic so that you're ready. If they send you questions ahead of time, read those questions and make sure you have good, coherent answers to all of them. Also, try to schedule the interview so that you can do it in a place and at a time where it's free of distractions. You don't want it in a noisy setting or people interrupting you, asking you questions. You don't want anything to detract from you doing a great interview. But there's also a practical reason to try to do it as soon as you can. And that really gets to how reporters and journalists create their articles. Generally, they're going to interview multiple experts, 2, 3, 4 experts. Not always, but a lot of times. If you wait till the absolute deadline, they've already talked to those other experts and they've already filled their stories and used quotes from other people. If you appear at all because you waited so long, you may just only have a small quote at the end. But the other advantage, if you're the first one they talk to, is that not only will your quotes be prominently featured, but you're going to get to guide and influence the tone of that article, the direction of that article, which is obviously good for making you look good in the article, but hopefully also it sort of helps you appeal to people who might hire you to be their attorney, physician, chiropractor, real estate agent, whatever it is. It can certainly help grow your business. One of the things I do with the coaching clients I work with one-on-one is that you and I take that request for your next interview, whatever the media is. We plan your response to that request to basically prepare for when you're going to do the interview. We prepare you for that interview and for you to be great in that interview so that you're prominently featured and so that you're asked back over and over again. Remember, on this podcast and on this show on YouTube, on my website, and in all my coaching, this is not specific business advice. It's not financial, legal, medical, or any other kind of advice. If you need specific medical advice or business advice or whatever it is, talk to an expert in that area. But if you want to try to get more media interviews and hopefully get more clients and customers and patients, hopefully become the go-to expert in your town in whatever field you're in, if you want to be recognized by people and say, hey, you were great in that TV interview, or I saw you quoted in the local newspaper talking about this and it was really helpful. If you want any of that, I can help you become a media pro. Go to MediaProsCoaching.com. There's a button on there. You can sign up for a free 30-minute strategy session where we'll talk about your business and where you are in business, what you're trying to achieve, and then create a few simple steps, simple strategies that you can use, that you can implement to get some media interviews to start growing your business using the media. While you're there, get your free copy of the Media Pros interview checklist. Simple list, 3-4 pages, 20-30 tips, things that you should remember, things you should do before every interview. Doesn't matter the type, the media, whatever. They're very helpful, not just at making you great in that interview, but having that reporter, that journalist, that producer or show host ask you back over and over and over again. And remember, becoming a media pro is a process. It's a system that you have to build and put in place, and then it starts to work for you. It's a journey, and you have to remember that it's a process. It's not a quick thing. I want you to always remember the words of the legendary personal trainer Tim Grover, the athletic trainer, or the personal trainer, I should say, of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade. He's got a new book out, I think, or may have just come out, or it's about to come out, called Winning. Super excited to read it. Definitely check out Tim Grover. But his process, very simple. Decide, commit, act, succeed, repeat.